Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show.
Hey, what it do, people? Thanks for tuning in. This is RAERAES. Oh, boy, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Child, did you watch? Ooh, Ooh, again, welcome, bienvenidos, all those good greetings and salutations. Ooh, Love and Marriage Huntsville. So is it season 5 or season 4 extension? Because, I keep hearing different things. However, the little TV guide people said season 5, episode 1. I guess. I just gonna label it like I see it. However, no, just kidding. This was a good episode. It was very telling. It wasn't all excited, Of course, we're waiting on that so-called brawl, but it had some interesting moments. Dr. Francis, hey, got him a confessional and everything, child. Dr. Francis got it going on. I thought Martell Mama was a little, she was evasive and not really coming with the truth. But then again, maybe Martell should explain things a little better to her if she's unclear, because Melanie ain't messing with her. We're going to get into that. Oh, child. Let's just get into it. That's a lot. That's a real common term, right? We're going to get into it. Actually, I'm going to get into it, right? Because this is a video. You're going to watch and you're going to look. And you're going to hear me give my rendition, my take, my opinion on what they're portraying on TV for me to comment on. All this production is giving us, I hope that they're giving us the right bit of information. You know how they always juice it up for the ratings, but be really something else. I hate when they do that. Man, because you're always, questioning, like, okay, what's real tea? What's the real tea now? Some of that be true, though. Some of that is true. Now, from what I remember, the last time we were together, they were discussing going to a retreat. And everybody but Marceau knew exactly what the retreat was about. Kind of hard for him not to know, considering his brother is going. But anywho, so they're all, getting ready and getting there. And they just showed a little montage of the issues per couple. The stuff with Kimmy and Maurice and, how he needs to give a little more and make time. She needs more quality time. I believe that's what the issues was talking about with them. Tiffany and Lewis, he with him, same thing. Quality time, meaning more sex. And back to Kimmy and Maurice. When he said, "Okay, let's have sex every day," her expectation of sex every day, her response, her whole attitude towards it is he's trying to control her. I don't see it that way. Why not try? I said that in my reviews when it first came up last season or earlier in the season. Saying no doesn't show me as your partner that you're even willing to, that you choose not to even have the will to please me. So unless it fits your description, nah, But you want me to do this for you, even though I'm kicking and screaming, talking about we don't have no issues. See, we have to really evaluate what's being said and what it means. Because, and it seems like Kim is a little one-sided there. But anywho, issues between Tiffany and Lewis, right? She thinks she's giving enough. He says she's not. Her work is very busy. Now, then at the same time, she's telling him, well, this was a plan since such and such. So now that she's trying to change the plan, apparently back then, sex wasn't an issue. So again, Dr. Francis was right. When you put work in front of what's important, then you have drawn a line in the sand. Anywho, the issues with Tisha and Marceau. Tisha, same thing, quality time. Tisha, Lewis, and Kimmy are all saying the same thing. They need more quality time from their mates. That's what that montage tells me. But anywho, we gonna move on. Woo, child, I tell you. So Martell surprises Melanie. That's exactly where we left off, actually, from the previous footages. Yeah, so Martell surprises Melanie on her first day of the concert at Orion Theater. It's an historic moment, a historic moment. And so I don't think he brought them because it was a historic moment. I think he brought them to put in her face that he can bring the kids to her even on his weekend. It's just the way he said it, and so smug behind. So yeah, he bring the kids to the first day of the concert, and everybody but Sugar Mama. I'm like, where's Sugar Mama? Man, Sugar Mama, she's so cute. Anywho, so like I said, he takes a dig, and her face even changed a little bit because I'm like, why you emphasize how you emphasize it? It's all about how he says it. He emphasizes on their mom's day as if, she see, Martell Holt is still trying it. Even the first day back from being in quarantine. Man, please. Okay, here we go. The beginning already. Hey, these are my takes, my perceptions on things. So I could be totally wrong. I don't think I am, but I could be totally wrong, right? I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt for the most part, but that was a dig, with the emphasis on mom, and he didn't have to say that. The whole issue is he wanted to see her. He made little excuses to touch her, to make sure that she touched his hand when he's slapping. Oh, congratulations. You can say congratulations without offering a touch. Mm-hmm. You ain't slick, you ain't slick, Martell. You ain't slick. Yeah, high-fiving her like it's the thing to do. Then he did it again on his way out, to make sure he got, some more love. I'm like, But then again, towards the end, when they were doing some more footages from that day, they were backstage and she had a change of clothes. She looked really cute, real big hair and denim jacket around her waist and a light shirt and some shorts, I think. I think it was a real, like a real relaxed look, I guess. So, she gave him a hug bye and said thanks again. I don't think she wanted to feel nothing, but hey, she could have. I mean, it ain't like the man ain't looking good. I'm just saying he's a butt wipe. Oh, we all mad at Martell, huh? We all mad. Nah, but for real, I'm gonna be cracking jokes like that. I'm gonna be making fun a little bit. It ain't gonna be nothing harsh. It ain't gonna be nothing bad. My voice a little crackly, huh? Child, let me see if I can get it right. Hold on a second. Ooh, okay. I hope that's better. Anywho, what would I leave off of? Oh yeah, Martell just doing anything he can to make sure his skin touches hers. Oh, I'll be messing with him all season. Anywho, what's next? Oh, the retreat starts. Woohoo! So all the couples. Now there was an extra couple there, actually, right? I forgot their name just like that. So we're gonna call them couple. I don't know who they were. Again, I forgot their name. So yeah, the retreat starts, and the first people are Kimmy and Maurice, right? Woohoo! Well, I'm gonna call him Lyrese. It's interchangeable, either Maurice or Lyrese. Okay. Then Lewis and Tiffany, and again that another couple show up. Child, I don't know who they were. So they're all talking, and therapy kind of started a little bit, and Kimmy decides to call Tisha and see when their ETA is. Tisha says ETA is TBA. Apparently, Tisha lost a friend of hers, a real close, I think one of her best friends, or the best friend, I forget, but it's a best friend of Tisha's. So they're all solemn and sad coming in, late and everything, and it all just, happened so fast, Tisha said. So rest in peace to her BFF. Rest in peace. Yes. Yeah. Plus, Marceau playing games, trying to delay the trip even prior to that. Just being a butt like he always do, just being, a little ornery. Anyway, so they're on their way, and they'll get there when they get there, child. So they kind of, like I said, they started with the therapy, and Tiffany took a phone call for work. Lewis knew about it. And so she took the call, and Dr. Francis went in, and let have, child. I mean, he read her he read her for filth in his, professional capacity. Child, he said the degree to which something is important is the degree to which we let nothing compete with that. I know that's right. If that ain't the truth, Ruth. Lewis tried to defend his wife. He said, I'll, take whatever you want back to her. I'm fine with that. But just know I'm here. I'm not leaving. So, I don't mind continuing. He just letting them know, get off my wife. It is what it is. But Dr. Francis had a lot to say, child, even with her when she came back, because Lewis went to go check on her, and then they restarted, and he went in with her there. So she and him were going back and forth a little bit. I'm like, why is she going back and forth with Dr. Francis? I guess she didn't like to be read. I mean, who would? Who would? So she, like I said, she came back, he going in, and they going back and forth, and she's pretty much explaining to him, well, him and I are fine with what we have established with regarding my time. Coming in, we both knew what was happening, and we were gonna, just move on within the group, and just pretty much letting Dr. Francis know, look, me and my husband already knew about all this stuff, and trying to make it seem like he's okay with her schedule. And then Kimmy kind of, comes in and kind of checks Tiffany a little bit, because of what Tiffany has expressed is a current problem in their marriage as far as time management. Even speaking at length with Kimmy and others, as we remember, she spoke with. She kicked it off when she was on her way to see about her real daddy, and talking to Mel about it, asking her how does she balance everything. So I mean, it's been like, hey, like Lewis said, it's been an issue for a minute. So what's up? I think that's really why he's there. He's not getting what he really desires, but whatever. We'll see later on. Maybe next episode it'll come out in total about Lewis and Tiffany, because Dr. Francis went in. He was like, mm. We're gonna talk about that a little later too. But Dr. Francis sees through them like transparent uh, saran wrap, child. What else were they talking about? Mm, yeah, teacher's BFF passed away. Rest in peace. So next we have Mama Hope and Martell Hope going to pick up his kids from school. It's his week, so they're gonna have some fun, grandma. But he's talking to her, and she's under the impression that Melody is upset about what she said about her own mother, meaning, you know, Mama Hope spoke ill of her mother, Van, but that's not the reason why. She's, later on she was with Stormy and she was talking about that. Um, the whole issue that Mama Holt has is that she has been disrespected, and she's not going to give it back. She just wants to be a grandma, and she'll be cordial and nice, and she still love her. So apparently, Mama Hope don't know exactly why. Um, what's her name? Melody kind of kicked her to the curb. It's kind of weird the way Melody sees things, but I can understand. Mm-hmm. What else she say? Oh yeah, she's always trying to big up her son because of that mistake and of him having this, outside relationship with the current baby mom and his other son's mother, and she doesn't want people to think he's just, what we really think about him. I mean, but mothers don't see their kids in a certain way. Some mothers don't. I'm not saying that his mother should take the attitude a lot of us have towards him. I'm just saying it's cool to big him up, but she should also balance it out a little bit. Because supporting him is also not just bigging him up, but correcting him with love, of course, with love. Correction with love, ain't nothing like it. What else was she saying? Oh, Mama Hope got a little beef in the show. That's gonna be cute though. If Mama Hope and Van get together and have a little something, like not exactly like Wanda and Miss Van, but it'll be a lot more civilized, of course, if it were Mama Hope and Miss Van. Maybe they should get together, be on the same page, so that, of course, each mom is supporting their respective child. That's a given. Both mothers have never spoke ill of their own child in the media, so that's also a given. I haven't heard it. If you have, let me know. Also, they're going to do whatever it takes for their child to be successful. I get it. That's why even more they should talk and get everything straight and be the anchors for all this silliness going on between their kids on social media. I can't believe all the mess they putting on social media, but ooh, child. Well, we go off, child. What's next? Timmons make it seem like the schedule is not in it. Oh yeah. Back to the retreat, child. So like I said, Dr. Francis was reading Tiffany. So when she came back, he even said more about how Tiff is making it seem like their schedule is not an issue. But Kimmy went in a little bit, because Kimmy was like, well, that was the whole point, that you were going in about the issues with your marriage, trying to fit everything in, and the baby and your husband and working, and you had this plan. And so the fact that you're saying that you don't have issues now it seems like something is amiss, or however Kimmy put it. And again, deflection is what Tiffany does at best. Dr. Francis asked her about her upbringing. She mentioned to him how she was in the foster care system since birth, and her adoptive parents, she was actually adopted. Her adoptive parents were on and off drug users. So she had somewhat of a decent life. She didn't speak of any things happening to her as a child that were, so detrimental that it would have scarred her. I don't recall any of that. So, it's just a matter of the type of usually people live their life a certain way according to how they were treated as children, and all of those, statistics on, well, a girl that doesn't have a father will be promiscuous, for that search and love of a man and in men that she's sleeping with, stuff like that, right? It was real interesting because all the questions Dr. Francis asked her confirmed what he said, and in his disposition of that conversation with Tiffany, because of her abandonment and loneliness. That's what she's looking for in this baby. And that's something that they have to work on. That was kind of, and she was not combative, but she was argumentative about that too. Anywho, what's next? Stormy is Zen now. Call her Zen Stormy, or Stormy Zen. Melody visits and talks about things going on, catching up with Stormy, where she has all the different bowls outlined, and the sounds are congruent with each other, and it's just a natural place. It looks like no makeup of any kind, maybe just something on the lips as lip protection, as we normally do. Just them. And Melody came over, looked like some tie-dye outfits, so they were all ready for the spa experience, if you know what I mean. And of course, they start going in. Stormy is asking her about her relationship with Martell, now that he just popped up and showed up, and now he's kind of back. I think this is around the time that that they didn't talk about on the show, but this was probably about the time where they were in court, I think, initially, about the possible child abuse of their son by Martell. And I think he complained about the 56 days of them not being able to, to be around each other. I think that's when this was. But anywho, so Melody is giving her an update. Stormy's asking her questions, how she feel about Martell. And she's like, oh, it was okay, She was more excited to see her babies there, and minus Sugar Mama. Stormy asked her another question about, how do you feel about Martell Holt's mom? And what's crazy to me is Melody is like, well, I haven't really talked to her since what she say, 2021? or 2019. How we had 2021 or whatever that was when Mama Hope made that comment about Melody being kind of like a lazy mom and not expecting Martell to do everything and work and just do everything while she's laying up on the couch and whatnot. Um, that's what the issue really is about, and Melody ain't having it. Melody says she is a casualty of war. Now, wait a minute. No, I don't think that's a real appropriate term. Usually, a casualty of war is an unsuspecting person that gets cut off or deadened by the real, ending of or severing ties of this relationship over here. She is directly referring to an issue that her ex-mother-in-law said about her that she feels is definitely untrue. She said, if you see how I'm working now, how am I going to be some kind of deadbeat mama before? I heard that. But that's the thing with Melody. She'll just cut you off and don't give you a reason. She did it she did it with Destiny. She's just saying it outside and after the fact. And it's like, wow, okay. That's interesting. So she cut his mama off and said, I love her from a distance, but whatever. I'm like, dang, that's kind of messed up. What else I have in my notes, child? What's my notes say? What do my notes say? What do my notes say? Oh, child. What she say? She said, okay, I wrote in my notes. Melody hates Martell so much anybody attached to him can be detached from her. I know that's right. The way she just getting rid of people who have a relationship with Martell and she gained their relationship through Martell. She don't want nothing to do with Martell at all, child. And his mama is not a casualty of war. I'm sorry. She don't have to talk to that woman and explain to her why. Especially, if his mama is not, bashing her, period, or she's hearing things. So, girl, and plus that grandma ain't trying to have no beef anyway. Melody is can be so dramatic sometimes. It's like she drums things up to be grander than what they are, so that she looks, even though she is, somewhat a victor in it, she wants to expound on her victory. Girl, I don't know what's going on, really. I ain't no psychologist or nothing. I'm just a person. Okay, back to the retreat, y'all. Kimmy don't want to be let go, just loosened up on. Telling Maurice when they have this leg tie, this 3-legged walking exercise, that do that for 15 minutes with their spouse and be observed by Dr. Francis and his wife. And the worst couple was Maurice and Kimmy. You could just heard her complaining, ouch, no, doing it wrong, yada, yada. So that's what she meant by don't let me go. Because after a while, Maurice just let her go. Okay, I'm not going to hold you. I'm just going to let you go. But she's like, no, don't let me go. Just loosen up a bit. Don't just let it go. See how we can, work through it a little bit without the total release. I guess maybe I'm wrong, but that's what it seemed like to me. Tiffany says she loves a challenge to Dr. Francis when they were going back and forth. She thinks that this is a game, and I don't think Lewis appreciates it because Lewis has some valid issues he needs straightened out because he believes his wife is wrong as 2 left shoes. So that's going to be interesting. But yeah, Dr. Francis really kind of read Tiffany about her whole persona and how she sees things and how it impacts her marriage and the so-called new baby, and she will have to take a deeper dive, you know, into herself. And Kimmy was like to them, you both are so, kind of argumentative when it comes to the criticism that this veteran, this professional is giving, as well as others. But, you pretty much you're good to give it to somebody, but receiving it is an issue. And they're just denying it. I remember they wanted the other couples to receive it and not feel like they have to reject it, but they can't do the same. So that's that hypocrisy Kim is pointing out. She didn't say hypocrisy, but you don't have to say the word to to make it apparent that it is, Hippocratic. Hippo. Child, what's the word? Apparently, Lewis and Tiffany playing games with their marriage. Dr. Francis said, as soon as you're found out, you tend to act like you're not playing games when you're really playing games. Dang. That's going to be good next episode for Dr. Francis to expound on that read. Let me tell you. Love and Marriage Huntsville. Got it going on. Love and Marriage Huntsville. Yeah, baby. I like them. That was kind of cute. That was cute. But you know what? I'm about to get up out of here and enjoy the rest of my day. I want y'all to do the same. I want y'all to have a good time. I want y'all to get out responsibly. If you got a backyard, go in it. If you got a front yard, go in it. Walk around neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Just have a great day. Thanks again. Please comment, like, and subscribe. When you hit subscribe, it's the black bell. You click on that so you'll know all the stuff that I'll be putting out from OWN TV, from Stars Network, from the Bravo channels, CBS, all these different shows. Check me out. Go to my channel, go to playlists, or possibly go to videos and just scroll back and see. There's some stuff up there. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll catch you next time. Listen to my outro, though.